Greetings. This is Body-Culinary. Okay. So someone asked about this quickie style. This is really so simple. I'm about to go to the market. So I am a no muss, no fuss kind of person. This is so simple. So I'm not a big tutorial person. So what I'll do is I'll just deconstruct the style so you can see how I have it. So this is real. It's so simple, and I'm not doing a whole lot of work. So first of all, moisture. What I have right now, this is the jasmine and sage tea. This is just tea. That's what I'm putting into my spritz bottle. So water. If you want to, you can also use Nopal's cactus juice. So I don't have a whole lot of locks, so I'm just going to deconstruct it. This is just one of these little teeny clips that I'm using to keep my hair out of my way. Usually after I wash it and it's falling this way, I would just use this little clip because my hair can't take a lot of nothing. So this is like a teeny little clip. And then also, I can't have a whole lot of harsh stuff. I feel claustrophobic if I have a whole bunch of stuff in my hair. This is so loose. So instead of rubber bands, this is so loose, right? And I just had like a really loose braid in the back, right? So this was the back of it. I'm just deconstructing the style. So this is it. It's got to be like 1, 2, 3. So this is like 1, 2. This is 3 locks, right? So you see, I had very fine locks, and I've let them combine. So this is like 4 locks. And I've only got 30 something, so it's a good portion of my hair. So this was just 3 locks that was braided loosely here. Okay, so now here is the rest of the style. This is like what I call my Afro buns, my Afro lock buns. So I had, it looks like a bun almost within a bun. So all I had around here, I'm deconstructing it. This is really loose. I need things that are very tender on my hair. So first I had like, you can use a sock. You don't have to go out and spend your money on all these donuts. You can have one of those tubes, a donut, or a tube sock that you cut, and you can make it into a donut. So I just took my little loose ponytail. This is not tight at all on my hair, right? And I just put my finger in the center, and I spread this out. Take the other holder, and you can do this also if you're loose natural. And so now I have these hanging out, my locks hanging out. All I'm going to simply do is take the rest of the hair and I'm going to tuck it back in. So I'm tucking these loose right back in, and I'm going to go around and tuck these back in. Right, that's all I'm doing. So it's like a bun with another little hair holder around it. So I can't really see it, but all I'm doing is taking it and tucking it back in, so it looks like a bun within a bun. Right, that's it. So if I got to do a whole lot, now I can't see what it's looking like, but I'm just going to give you the general idea. Right, and one of the nice things with this, I can't take a whole lot of stress on my hair. My delicate hair can't take it. So if I got to do too much work, that's going to be no bueno. And I left a couple out. This was for the loose braid. So you can get the general idea, right? So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to deconstruct it further. So be a little bit more gentle than I am. And I have this. So all of this, the rest of these 30 locks, I have 3 and 30, so I have 33. I put this in through here, and that's it. So also when I take it out, because I'm not doing much, right? Got a little bit of grays up here. I can take that same tea and I can spritz it now. Instead of rolling my hair up, then I have like a loose wave. People call them beach waves or whatever. I'm just not going to do all of that stuff. So this is great. I can have another style out of that. Once I take it out of that, my little Afro lock bun, it has like a little bit of a wave, or without me having to roll it up. And being that there's no oil in it, it's nice and light. And again, my moisturizer is just the black tea with whatever the cleanest water you have available. Distilled water is also good. So if it looks dry, I can kind of give it a little spritz on the top. And all I simply do is like this. That's it. I'm not doing all of that stuff. So I deconstructed the style so that you can see it. So you don't have to slick all the edges and all of the house playing around with some flax today, but it's like water. I just put a little bit more water and that's even gone. So I'm not doing all of those products. I'm not doing it. It's not that I'm lazy. I just got other things to do with my time. times I will tuck it behind my ear. So you can get two styles for one. Also, sometimes I'll take those Afro lock buns and I'll put one on either side. But the main thing is that this is super loose, so there's not a bunch of tension. This is so super loose. Rubber bands are like a no-no. That will rip my hair out. And instead of a rubber band, like sometimes if I do like two very loose cornrows, I will put this on the end of it just to keep the hair together a little bit. So no, not a lot of tension on my head. I can't take it. It's painful. This is delicate. As we were talking about earlier with the central citracial alopecia, like the trauma that we're putting on the hair from pulling on the hair. I won't have a hairline. Already back in the day when I had too tight braids, that damaged over here. The perm gave me scabs all over my scalp. The hot comb gave me burns. Most of the people I see that have dyed their hair, the texture changes. So it doesn't make any sense. How much more of a communication can it be that certain things are not ideal for my hair if I want to have it on my head? So then I'm going to look like I'm on a struggle bus trying to hold on to something because I damaged it. So I make an effort to just put some shea butter here and just for the most, just leave everything alone. I like creative expression, but I need quick, in a hurry, not pulling on my scalp, none of that. So I hope that explains. That's a shout out to the folks that asked me for the tutorial. Sometimes I'm better because I can't see. And a lot of times, I can't see what the hair looks like in the back. I'll just play around. Most of the styles I try to do that look like what I see on YouTube, they don't come out looking the same on my hair. So look at this, is like fluffing all over the place and you see it all flat. So what usually winds up happening is I wind up being creative to create something else. Usually something else will come out of this very style that I was trying on YouTube. And again, even if I try to pull my hair like this hurts. This is so painful. So that's pain. If I'm creating pain, that's trauma to my scalp. Even, if I try to think of playing around with slicking it and this and that, it hurts. I cannot take the pain. That's a communication of this pain that's not ideal for me. So this is looking like in the back. Again, if I wanted to put that back up, this goes on first. You can use this. If you don't want to pay for this, use a sock, a thick tube sock, and just take the tube sock, roll it down into a tube, and you can use that. And that way you don't have anything ripping or pulling on your scalp. Oh, the other thing is, if you do use bands or things that are tough, if your hair is already fine, it's going to weaken your hair and create weak spots in your locks. Still, I can see all of this is eventually going to break off. So perhaps this can save you some time if you really have fine hair. Things that are like this, even if you want a ponytail or to pull something back, that are very, very loose and don't create a lot of tension on your hair, are going to be your best bet. So for me, the relief is leaving it alone. The fluff is to your advantage. Even when I wash and it's nice and clean, you see the sheen or the shine. It's going to fluff out and just do its own thing. So the more we can learn to work with our hair instead of trying to force the hair to do something that we want it to do. Those styles don't look great, most of them on my hair. Light and fluffy is working for my hair. The fact that they're all super duper flat, so they're wide rather than circular, I find that this is greetings, aloha. Greetings from Central America. So I find that this is more ideal for my hair, which is fine. I think this is a relief for women with fine hair. Keep trying to make our hair and skin do something it doesn't want to do. A little accent, a little creativity. I feel at this point just to leave it alone and let it grow and blossom, because that's what this unique DNA marker wants to do, is to our benefit. I think we can finally have a sigh of friggin' relief. You can jump in the pool, you can jump inside the shower and get it wet. You can go into the ocean, you can sweat in your exercise classes. If you don't want to roll it, you don't have to. I think I'm gonna combine a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll put it somewhere. Let me know if you all are interested in me putting out a little ebook or a little guide. I think this is really good for people with fine hair. We're fighting an uphill battle trying to make our hair do something else. What is the best way to start my locks? I'm thinking of finger coils. I can't see what your hair looks like, but I would think I like double strand twists or very loose double strand twists. I think I don't either do loose double strand twists or thinking of the size that you want, because mine's with, I like them loose before, but I could see again, if you have fine hair, if they're too small, they're not going to have a lot of support. And then I think mostly leaving them alone, the fine hair can't take a whole lot of rough handling. So I'd most likely just leave the hair loose and roll it. Or if your hair is thick, I would more than likely do double strand twists, a very loose double strand twist. It locks easy, like locking my hair locking, like it tangles so easily, it's not a problem for it to lock. You may just want to decide where you want to put your part, if you want your part on the side, or if you want it in the center of your hair. I'm not really worrying about a super straight part. I'm embracing the light, and I would just more than like a loose strand twist. If it was shorter, I might even roll it so it can roll and puff out if you want a little style. But that's it. The less you have to do, the better. So if it's shorter or the in between stage, I would not say an ugly phase. I think at this point, for it to be shorter is even more of a benefit, because it looks really, really nice when it's short. You get a nice big fluffy afro curls. So more than likely, it's just a matter of finding the roller or the curler that's going to be comfortable or the most appropriate for you. You might even want to do some Bantu knots. The only thing is, I can't see what your hair is. Over time, our hair gets compressed as it locks. So where my double strand twists were fluffy like this, now they're very compact. My mother has lost all her dreads in the top, and she's 73. She's been alive for 20 years. Our women thin the crown with age. Greetings, a Canadian peace. So then again, just like with your body, looking at what you can look forward to in your senior years. This is why I'm into the 401k mentality. Looking at the women and the health and what's the trajectory. So the more we leave our hair alone and don't pull on it, it's going to be stronger, right? So again, for me, this is like 3 or 4 locks that was looking like full double strand twists, right? And I only have 33. So it's thin and it's fine afro textured hair. They say 4C. I would say fine afro textured hair, because I think the typing can be somewhat limiting. So the more we leave this alone, and even the person that was asking about the CCNA, that type of alopecia, a lot of it, one of the big contributing factors, the trauma that our hair cannot take, or the handling and stuff at the scalp. When it's shiny, itchy, just irritation. I don't feel any kind of irritation. I don't feel any itching. If I ever feel any kind of irritation, it's from this hair. Ideally is meant to be left alone. It locks. It can stay extremely clean and light and fluffy. It's designed, I think, ideally to not to be messed with. Same thing like with the skin. So that's why I say I'm embracing. Even our eyebrows, we wind up having these harsh tattoos when if we just leave it alone or maybe brush it up and across with some shea butter. So I'm with the Afro flower. To me, my little Afro flower approach is I want to keep my body parts and everything as healthy and as intact as long as possible. And I have made a decision to retrain my eyes, right? Because we look on social media, we're affected. We want to mimic things and try things out. But I always come back to retraining my eyes to be comfortable with my hair, my skin, my nose, my lips, my lisp, the way that I talk. This is what I have. So her true lactician told us start retwisting. But vanity, the vanity is going to leave us, many of us, bald. The vanity in the long term is leaving a lot of us bald with no eyelashes, no eyebrows, and no hair, right? And it's one thing to do it intentionally, and it's another thing. Then we're even fighting and gluing stuff on top. This is very dangerous. The brain is right here. To be putting all these dangerous, harsh chemicals into the brain, we're not thinking of all of the stuff penetrating through the control center of the brain and going into the bloodstream. So if we really think that this stuff is not affecting the different types of diseases that are manifesting, like, I think that perhaps, and I don't have all the answers, that's something for us to go into quiet and to sit and to meditate, which is why I'm a big advocate of what I call radical self-acceptance and retraining your eyes. I've been free-forming for 7-8 months now. When I get 40 acres, I'll retwist. I know that's right. I'm not doing that. Ease, relaxation and breathing. The food is one thing. Relaxation is a vitamin and a nutrient. Vitamin D, and even if you're laying in your house on the floor where the sun is coming in, is a nutrient. Relaxation, I think, is one of the most overlooked nutrients. If we never rest and let the gut and the digestive system relax, we're not going to absorb not only the nutrition, we're not absorbing or processing relaxation. I don't know if this makes sense, but we're not processing relaxation. We're anxiety ridden over hair to look good for who, for what? To a bunch of, like, crazy people, nuts, people that are not offering anything significantly to your life. So only we can make a decision to retrain our eyes to radical self-acceptance. Sometimes you just gotta look and stare at yourself and just enjoy, work and play with your, being creative with your human suit, and also embrace and leave it alone, wash it and let it hang down and see how it behaves, and allow it to shrink up and just do what it does. Yeah, so I'm gonna get off here. I gotta run market, but it was so quick. I just took this hairstyle down, and I deconstructed the hairstyle, and it has like a loose wave. People are calling it beach waves. I guess that's a name for it now. So this is great for me because the less I have to do. It's not. I don't really have to curl it and lay and sleep on it. I can't. I'm not really feeling discomfort. I'm not feeling any kind of discomfort. That does not work for me. That was a quickie tutorial. I'm out of here. And usually for tutorials, a lot of times if I have a style, because I come up with them on the fly creatively, because most of the styles don't work for me, I'll just go ahead and I'll deconstruct it. So to give you an idea of what that's like. I hope this is helpful. Y'all create a great day on purpose. Feel free to like, comment if you like this kind of video. Subscribe, support the channel. Also, you're welcome. Kay, check out my Patreon. I'm sharing some content. A lot of it focused around mindful eating, mindless eating, overeating, being present while we're eating. A lot of the overeating content and our consumption patterns. That's content that I post over on the Patreon. Feel free to support any of the books. Natural Beauty, No Products. Whole Living Foods in the Hood. And you can also find me on TikTok as Kwasa with K, peaceful, like full belly. Kwasa, peaceful eating. All right, y'all, create a great day on purpose, and I'll see you soon. Glad you called me too, Kanene.